Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mike and Max Offroad Podcast, brought to you by Keep It Simple Offroad. I'm Mike Austin.
And I'm Max Kraus, and we're taking you from the garage to the trail.
Boom!
That was the fist drop.
Oh, yeah.
And you can hear it good on the mics. Because I heard it in the last couple episodes.
Dude, my stomach's growling. I'm starving.
Just don't let it get on the mic, okay?
Steve didn't cook me wings and all that other good stuff. Like he said he cooked you the other night.
No, he didn't.
He did on InstaFame chat. He said
He
that
didn't cook me anything.
I know he ordered it, but he was.
I got you. I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Look what's back, dudes.
The shelf.
The buggy.
And the buggy. And our badass Snail Trail sticker, Radmigo sticker, Keep It Simple Off-Road sticker.
I am taking this to keep
trailing arm
with me.
Trailing arm setup.
I'm going to bring both, and we'll have like competitions at camp.
Nice.
Because I'm sure we'll be bored out of our mind there. Anyway.
You're going to be bored out of your mind at King of the Hammers? I think you're doing it wrong.
I know, right?
What's up with your single rate coilover, though?
Waste out. Or, I don't know. You
need dual rate.
Let's move on with that. So anyways, hey, updates.
Dude, I know what episode it is.
You got which one?
It's the second podcast of the year episode. Woo!
Right.
Peak.
Right. I'm going to try and stay monotone so I quit peaking and blowing everything.
Yes, that's a good idea, Mike.
Right.
You should keep doing that.
No, but I still have to have some sort of inflection, but I just can't start it out with like, hey, man, what?
You don't want inflation.
I don't know. Inflation. Anyways, so what's your update, bro? You started it.
Oh.
You started us up on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Right, homie?
Yep. It's doing pretty good.
It's rocking. Rocking.
So wait, today is Thursday. We started it Sunday. It's like around 160 plus people, or it just takes time to get the word out. You know, just and
yeah. Speaking of getting the word out, we're doing videos again. So make sure you head over to the YouTube channel. Check it out.
What's the channel again? I forget.
Keep It Simple Off-Road.
Nice.
Have to Keep It Simple Off-Road YouTube channel. And make sure you like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers minimum at least. We're close.
What do we need to go live on YouTube? Was it 500 or 1,000?
1,000.
1,000,
yeah.
okay.
So we want to do a live podcast, but we got to be at 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm working on something else, though.
Instagram Live should be easy. I don't think there's any requirements. We could do Facebook Live. There should be no requirements.
I want to talk to that 7 Slot Society guy, too, because that one where they did the 4 Loco, they were live somehow.
Yeah.
And he don't have 1,000 yet.
But I think it was Facebook Live.
See, I don't know what he was on. Yeah, I would like to know, though.
I don't know.
Maybe it was Facebook Live.
I think he does quite a bit on Facebook and Instagram.
Anyway, I know he listens, so I'm going to, or watches the podcast.
Dude, we got to do a 4 Loco episode. I
know. Steel Reserve.
Like to honor him.
I agree.
To honor the 7 Slot Society guy.
I'm down
Angel.
for that, 100%. Yeah, that was funny, man. That was cool.
And they're rough.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
And we'll do the same rules that he did. Like, just the podcast will be as long as it takes to drink a 4 Loco.
We got to get some more peeps in here.
Yeah.
Because it'd be fun.
They're rough, man. I remember when I still did the cell phone tower job, we drank 4 Loco one night. Just one. Well, I think we're so drunk at the end that we drank a bottle of whiskey too.
Are they super strong? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought they just tasted
They're like
crap.
99% alcohol or like...
Damn.
No,
and it's a beer?
Kidding.
Oh.
No. Dude, it's not a beer. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's considered a beer, but it's like a very sweet, sugary, like malt beverage.
Right.
So you have it pretty sweet. You
Nice.
might have a pretty sweet hangover.
I'm looking forward to it. I know that I had to try to drink a Steel Reserve 411 or 911.
You should plan some fun stuff like that for King of the Hammers.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
I know I was just backing away from the mic.
The list that we have for King of the Hammers, boy. When we get into the trail topic, the King of the Hammers, the main topic, or whatever, garage talk, we'll go over that.
Cool.
Because Jason is taking off, bro. This thing's going to be
nice.
It's going to be a party. Like,
I think it always is. It should be a party.
Well, we'll go over my first time there, my experience with the kids, and how it was kind of shitty. So
nice. Okay, well,
cool.
So we went over the first thing.
well, let's get to the vehicles. What'd you do on you get your air locker fixed?
I think I'm 90% sure it's fixed, actually.
What's causing it to chew it up? What happened?
It keeps getting like sucked into the locker housing, dude. I don't know. So, when I bought that ring with the 2 seals inside and the new copper line, right? That goes into it so you could run it out the housing. And I looked up like how you should install it, like how you should route it, and I just followed pictures that I found online,
Right.
And I did it as far out as I could against the diff cover, I thought, right? And then, like it only lasted like 2 or 3 trips, and it was just like inconsistent, remember? And then the diff was like pressurized, like everything was kind of weird about it.
Did it spin?
No.
So it's not the bearing spinning and being sucked down into it.
It's not a bearing. It's yes,
You have bearings, right? Yeah. So, so the port of where it hooks to that seal, that's staying in the same spot no matter what. Okay.
It technically it's like there's a groove for it in the retainer that sits over the bearing, and the ring sits on the outside of the bearing, I believe.
I was looking at somewhere, and they have a clip that bolts into one of the ring caps and holds that thing
ARB. I saw that for sale too. It holds the copper line in place.
Up out of the way, yeah. You should look into that.
I know.
So.
Well, now I actually didn't even take it apart. All I did was take the diff cover off, and obviously drain the fluid. And that's when I saw that the line was all mangled, sucked into the actual housing of the locker and like underneath, right? So I pulled it out and I cut it just to like get the broken pieces out.
Yep.
And then I had the idea like, dude, what if it's long enough to just run it like a nice clean bend up, because it comes out of the center of the differential on the side.
Yep.
I did a nice clean bend up, just up and then over and out of the diff breather. And I had the exact amount because I cut it where it was damaged, right?
Right.
So I had the exact amount for it to work, like a ½ inch less, and it wouldn't have worked. And I would have had to pull the carrier out.
How did you have it in there? Because I think that's how mine's routed. Mine just comes out, bends up, right over and up.
I sent you the photos.
Yeah.
So
I only saw it sucked in there.
Yeah, originally I think it went like downhill and then like out and around. I don't know.
Oh, that might have been why. It might have just been too long.
That's how it was before, like from when like a shop did it.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So now
cool,
it
though.
almost can't go anywhere. It's like a stiff line that just I don't. Maybe that's a problem too.
Yeah,
if it can't.
It might pull out of the U or the O-ring on the top.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's possible. I don't know, but I left the compressor on for a while I finished like bolting it all back together and cleaning it all up, and the compressor never cycled again. So it was engaged the whole time until I shut it off.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I also just while I was working on it, I left the compressor on and just let the line blow out. Dude, it blew oil for like minutes, like
nice.
several minutes. That's not nice.
No, I mean, it's cool that you're able to blow that out like that, and even add air to get the shavings out and stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I did the diff breather finally because I have a Dodge Dana 60 front axle. It's like low pinion. It has that CAD unit, and the CAD stuff's all deleted. And they add Yukon has special seals that seal up the housing. So there must have been a breather. Maybe it was part of the CAD system.
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know, right? Like there must have been a breather. I don't know where. Like It's not there now. And
that looked pretty clean.
It was easy. It was easy to do the breather. Like just drill into the housing as hard as you can with a drill bit.
I know
that was scary, dude. I was like, don't just bury the bit. You know, when you break through, what did I do? Just bury it. I was like, come on.
You know, you got to. That's that whole thing. Sometimes you can add a stopper.
And it didn't. I don't think I pushed it through. I think it like the drill bit caught a groove and just drove itself
Sucked it in there.
Yep. And then
that
I was
happens
like,
a lot.
But I bought a really nice 1/8 inch NTP tap.
Yep.
So I like saved it in a baggie and I'll try to, if I need to do anything now NTP wise, like I'll do everything 1/8 inch, you know, because
that's cool.
Like that's not part of a regular tap and die set. Like nothing NTP is I don't know, not in my tap and die set.
Oh,
from
because they're tapered.
Yeah,
and then all the other ones are usually.
And
straight.
I bought my fitting as a 90. It's a barb, right? So I need a 1/4 inch inner diameter hose now. I'm just gonna get like 2 feet from the auto parts store.
Right.
And I'll get that little vent clip so dirt and water can't just flood into my diff, you know. And
they have bellows too, that connect right to it.
Oh.
So it's like an accordion, and it would hook to it, and then as it swells, it bulges out. And
it comes but I've heard that sometimes that's not enough.
Oh yeah.
So
especially on the highway, those are on rigs that are just.
Yeah.
Rock crawlers.
I think Tyler actually just said his wasn't enough. Like, I don't know if it popped off or was like overinflated or if it caused an issue.
I'd want it all routed up out of the water.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. I'm going up into the engine bay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. All mine
because it's the front diff.
All of mine tie together and they go into the cab behind my seat.
Oh, so whoa.
Because I vented the transfer
that's
case.
The best.
Both axles, the transfer case, all of that crap is vented together into one.
Do you
spot.
like bring it up the roll bar, like right where you breathe? So it's like.
Right next to the, you know, what's funny is for the longest time, I had my vent on my gas tank. It would come down and it vented into a filter, you know, but I drilled a hole in the floor and stuck it through the floor.
Okay.
And then, but over the years, it just sort of shrunk from being the heat and everything. And it was inside, dude. And
you're venting fuel into
Oh my gosh. I was like, I got such a wicked headache. It's running so rich.
You always thought it was the exhaust.
Yeah. It's kind of a combination of both, but it definitely helped by getting that crap back outside.
Nice.
So
So hopefully now my front locker issues are resolved. It was just my poor install. God damn it.
Well, hey, live and learn.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I installed it to the best that I could with like what I could look up and I tried to copy how it was originally, which is also a bad idea because that one also broke. You know,
right.
The copper line had also been damaged, but now it works.
Yeah, right.
And I don't have to bail on everyone when they want to go off roading.
Well, you're good for. Oh yeah, nobody's going this weekend.
No.
I don't know. Are they? That was a
There's
question.
that veterans thing. Like everyone's doing it.
Yeah, but that's limited. I asked and they told me no.
Your Jeep sucks.
I was like, all right, whatever.
How many seats? How many seats does your JKU have? And you're like, well, I drive a Willys. It has 2. And they're get out.
I told him, I said, well, I can come down and take some pics. He's like, do whatever you want. I was like, all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by it actually.
Wow.
So hopefully Drew will have that flat fit. Drew's got his
but we haven't heard, right?
a flatty.
We don't know
a stock flat fender. He wants to take through lower. So
I thought Predator.
Well,
or whatever.
He
lower.
wants to go through lower. But if that group's there, we'll try Predator or something.
And isn't it like hundreds of people doing that? Like,
well, see, it was a whole bunch, but they ended up having too much, and then it appeared to be like you're only allowed 74 people or 94 people, or it's still like a ton of people.
So there's probably like a
cap of sorts.
Yeah, they probably have an organized event.
Yep.
Like they probably did it through the city.
That's what I'm wondering.
And
so
if
are
I
those
got
trails
capped.
closed? Are we not allowed to go in there?
I bet you they're not closed, but I bet you it'd be super inconvenient. And,
well, if we get there before they start, we should be all right.
in the slowest flat fender that has no clearance that is going to get stuck, and like we're trying to have a good time in front of them.
I told Drew, dude, I go, you're going to drown, bro, crossing that
Yeah.
river. The thing was deep as hell last week.
Yeah,
so.
there's a guy that his hood was underwater.
In that white XJ or whatever?
Yeah, it was definitely an XJ.
And he stalled?
No. His was like because he sent it to this company where you drill like through the cowl and it sucks the air from like
that's cool.
where the windshield wipers are.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, saved me again, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw him stopping it. Like, I didn't know why he came across coming back.
I think it was only stopped because it's a photo.
Oh, maybe.
Like photos.
No. I watched the video, dude.
Oh, you watched the video? I saw a photo.
So there's a guy running around Palm Valley. Okay. He's got a red XJ.
Oh.
And he like with 33s on it. But he was coming off of Litchfield Road onto Thomas. And he's got a turbo blower, like a turbo with a huge exhaust sticking straight up out of the hood, dude. It sounded so awesome. And he's
So
ripping
it's just
down
straight
Thomas.
piped out the hood?
Yeah, I was no hood on it. You could just see it's
Oh.
this huge ass turbo. I was like, dude, and I tried to like.
He's too fast. You can't catch him.
No, well, I saw him turn as I turned first.
Oh, okay.
So he's behind me, and I tried to slow down, and he turned before I got to him. So I got a picture of him turning, but that was it. So, but hey, if you're listening to this, man, send me a DM, bro. I want to come check out your Jeep.
Yeah.
Please. That thing is awesome.
And does it look like it goes off-roading?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice.
It looked like like it still had mud on it, I think. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool as hell. So I don't know who that is. Red XJ with a turbo sticking up out of the hood. I think he just got it running.
In the West Valley, Phoenix.
West Valley, Phoenix.
Because I don't think people know what Palm Valley is.
Oh yeah, so Goodyear area.
Nice.
Right.
Which is not where we live.
Next to St. Thomas Aquinas
Oh.
for those other folks that need a church. Right on. All right, cool.
He needs church.
I don't know what that's from. All right, cool, man. So we ready to get into the garage talk?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Hold on.
do it.
Well, we'll do this now. After listening to Stuff You Should Know again,
Oh, okay.
I forgot how good those guys were. You know what I mean? So you go, hey, man, so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into garage talk.
Nice, yeah.
And then right there, I'll add that intro.
Oh.
And then we come
Okay,
back.
do you have it saved now?
Yeah, well, I'm building it.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we come back. We're like, hey, welcome back, man. That was because if we ever get a sponsor, that's where they go.
Yeah.
Right?
So now we got to pause.
Okay, man. So we are back in garage talk.
Woo.
Is it garage talk or trail talk? I guess it's garage because we're doing King of the Hammers.
Well, I guess if it's like not on the trail.
Nobody would
I
ever
don't
guess
know.
this is our 24th podcast. And
Whoa.
we're still doing this shit.
Well, they probably think that we're so professional. It's like our 124th
It's got to be
podcast.
like our first one. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway.
So you are going to King of the Hammers 2020.
I am. And I am scheduled to leave here on Tuesday and stay there till Saturday,
Tuesday the what?
the 4th. Right?
Oh, February 4th.
February 4th.
Okay.
But everybody else is going. Some of those guys are going on the 31st of January.
Is it like, are they trying to pre-run? Or are they just trying to pre-party?
Dude, it's just going the whole thing. Yeah, like the shootout is on Monday night. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the UTV race. But dude, those are fun. I heard everybody has to go down back door this year.
Whoa, no matter what, every race.
So you know that girl in the Suzuki?
Yeah.
She has to go down back door.
Oh, she's racing?
Yeah, and that little ass Suzuki too.
Is that the everyman class or something?
I think so, yeah.
And woman? Everyman and woman?
On 31s.
Damn. So what is she going to do? Just bomb? No, you'll...
Did you see that video of the UTV bombing off of it?
And they launched,
his way up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. This is going to be exciting to watch for sure. So
maybe a buggy will like be stuck in it and she can just mob down the buggy on the sidewall of like the trail, you know?
I love watching that Tom Ways go up that. And he like launches up the face of it, gets on top. There's another guy up there stuck.
Oh, he's using that vehicle.
Well, he didn't see that other guy, according to in his interview. He said he didn't see that other dude winching. So he just goes up around him, side swipes, rolls over onto his hood, books through, breaks the winch line, and off he goes.
Oh, the winch line did break from the guy that was up there?
He was being pulled, and it was all taut, and he just cut right through it, dude. It was cool, man. But
that would be kind of shitty, huh? Like if someone breaks your winch line in the middle of a winch.
You'd kind of be like, what the F, dude?
So what? Now you got to tie your remainder winch line in a knot and hook it back up to what it was hooked to,
or almost kill the guy hooking it up.
He's gone, dude. That guy's trying to win. Good luck. Hey, he's catch me if you can.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Deuces.
Fix your winch though.
So, anyways, yeah, man. So I've been to King of the Hammers once before, right?
Okay.
And I had Jared and his friend with me, and we went there from Sean Smith. You know, he's like, "Come on into camp, man."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "It's gonna be great." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "All right, cool." We show up. And I showed up kind of late. Sean's nowhere to be found. I don't really know anyone else.
Yeah.
It was the awkwardest shit I ever been in, dude. It was the weirdest thing. So we just set up our tents off to the side. No big deal, right? And we did walking around. I eventually found Sean in the pits working on his car, right? And the it was
putting
fun.
a new motor in it.
Yeah,
something crazy.
We had a really bad vibration in Jared's Jeep, so I ended up taking the front drive shaft out. So it didn't have 4-wheel drive, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so we ended up trying to walk to all the places, which is it's ungodly, dude. You don't want to walk out
like
there.
It's miles and miles of lake bed, right?
Exactly. But we did hike out to like back door for the shootout, and we watched all that. But we didn't have an issue in the tents; they were totally fine. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't bad. But we were only there 2 nights, so
okay.
But the whole place is chaos. So I kind of know what's what, but we didn't like. I wasn't hanging around anybody. Didn't really have a chaperone or anything like that. So we spent most of our time in Hammertown, main Hammertown, at the Jumbotron, like a giant, because they have a huge fire pit there.
Yep.
And then a big old.
Well, that's where the big party is always that you see, right? Like,
yeah. So we stayed there and then walk in the pits. We still had a blast, you know what I mean? But when we walked out to back door, we were so high. So the back door's down in that crevice and it comes out like this.
Okay.
We were so far back that you couldn't see anything but like the antennas banging around, and you couldn't get up in the middle.
And you walked there.
Oh yeah, dude.
So you got to walk home or back without seeing much.
It was exciting and boring at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
Like we were above the drone, even the drone was flying, you know. So I thought, well, that was a cool experience, but I'll probably never go back. You know what I mean? And then
at least not alone. Like you would never go back and do what you did that year.
There's no way I would do that again.
Yeah.
Because it was still kind of cold, and you can watch it at home in the comfort of your own home. You know what I mean?
And I think it's getting better and better every year. Like this year, they're doing a big old it's $25 to watch the whole thing live or something.
I don't know.
I was reading that. I mean, maybe I don't. I have to look it up.
That Jumbotron that used to be in Hammertown is now being moved to the middle of the short course part, and they're going to have one so big they said you can see it from anywhere.
Space.
In there, they're gonna have jumbotrons out at Chocolate Thunder, out at
like
all these places. It's getting huge. Monster Energy setting up a gigantic stage.
Where do you think all that money comes from to do that? Like, do you think it's like
it's got to be just sponsors?
Like,
yeah, I would think. Like Rough Stuff will be there. They always set up a free welding booth, everything for whatever people need, and like I'm sure Yukon Axel will be there. All the guys will be there. I'm gonna try and talk to Yukon while I'm there.
Yeah, please.
I'm hooking up with
and some hubs.
The Reckless Offroad Garage guys.
Nice.
We're gonna meet up with them.
Which one, Chris or Chris?
Yeah, Chris, one of those guys.
Gotcha, Chris.
But so anyways, I'm gonna meet.
You could abbreviate them. You could do C and K.
Right. I was wondering that. I didn't. One starts with a K, like a girl. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I have an aunt named Chris that starts with
I think the one with the K is the Suburban one, and the one with the C is the Ford Ranger,
Yeah.
Chris. I think.
I just watched another video.
It's
and
totally
we'll see.
backwards.
I'll watch another video. But they're going to be there. We're going to hook up with them.
Nice.
So Jason from Will and Wine and Whiskey. Oh, I'm also we read Ultra 4 Jones. I'm going to hunt him down.
Nice.
He DM'd
Kevin.
you. Kevin. That's right. Yeah, I knew that.
I know.
Okay.
Good.
Anyways, I'm going to hunt you down, Kevin. So I like Ultra 4 Jones.
Yeah.
Look.
It's a cool name. It's a cool Instagram name. Or it's a cool handle on everything.
Dude, I just know people like for forever, Brendan Metcalf.
Yeah.
I known him as Miser on Pirate. So forever that guy's Miser to me, you know. And Tim, the guy led us through the Rubicon, that's Tim Cubed.
Yeah.
Even though that's not his name. You know what I mean? So but where was I? Oh yeah. So where was I?
King of the Hammers.
I'm gonna find Ultra 4 Jones.
Yes.
Talk to him. Try to find other cool stuff about him. So yeah, Jason from Will and Wine and Whiskey, dude, he's got talk about he's going to chaperone me, sort of, you know. Like,
oh, cool.
He was so good, and they were all those guys been to SEMA so many times. Like I literally had one of the best times I've ever had in my entire life.
That's
I'm
awesome.
expecting a similar situation.
Does he know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, he's going off with we have the best. We're gonna eat like kings, and I was like, and in my head, I'm going, yeah, kind of like SEMA. That was a freaking flop.
Eggs.
So yeah, so I'm gonna bring some of my own stuff. But he did hook me up with a guy that's gonna rent me a place in his trailer.
Nice.
So I'm not on the ground.
And like you said, for the equipment, it's safer. It's, you know, like,
yeah.
And your tent's so little, like you'd be all huddled up in there.
No,
like,
I got a bigger one. So
okay.
But I was gonna bring them both. One in case it got really cold because my little one rocks.
You should, if you did do the tent, you should like reinforce it with some rebar or something.
Well, you know what I was gonna do is they were talking about you got to have giant spikes. Well, I was going to get those concrete forming spikes from Home Depot for like $2 and drill them in and stake it to that.
Dude, just a sledgehammer would do it.
Dude, but then, you know, I'm limited on room because I have to have all those sleeping bags and all the blankets and all that crap. So, dude, it was a blessing for this guy named CJ to offer up, rent me a spot in the trailer.
That's awesome.
And it's a beautiful trailer. He's renting it. So,
and it's only you two?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
watch him rent out like 4 more people.
It's all right, man. To hell with it. I mean, if he does, he does. So it'd be cheaper. But it's but yeah, with my Jeep not having a heater or anything, and the top's still not done totally. But if it doesn't get done, there's nowhere for me to hide if the shit hits a fan out there. You know?
Yeah. What if it starts raining all day? And
exactly.
I mean, like anything can happen out there, right? Like it could be really hot, really cold, really windy.
It snowed last year.
Yeah.
Right. So
exactly.
I don't mind the cold and all. It's the wind. You can't cut the wind. You know what I mean?
Piercing.
Yeah. So. And again, I don't want to mess up the gear with and it's funny because I listened to their last podcast, the King of the Hammers Prep.
Yeah.
And you think I was going in the apocalypse, bro. Like I was like, okay, I was making a list.
Yep.
I got to have shorts, flip-flops, all the way up to a ski parka, bibs, goggles and neck brace things. And I was like, dude.
Neck brace.
Whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The whatever.
The little cloth stretchy neck covers.
It was ridiculous and absurd. It had me spooked. I was like, oh my God, I got to get this top done. I'm never going to make it. So then I started looking into other things because I plan on driving the wheelies out, right? Yeah. And because we're going to wheel, right, which I'm super excited for to run those trails, but I have to bring tools too in case the damn thing breaks. So now I'm even more limited on space. So who knows? I may get a
You don't need to bring more tools than you normally run, right? Like the Jeep's pretty well self-sustainingly packed.
No, but knowing what I'm at out there.
What are you going to bring? What's extra that you're going to bring? Like,
well, I'm just
spares and tools.
It just takes room. Like if I was just going out there, and we weren't going to do any trails, but I was going to use it to get me to the trailheads. Yeah. From what I've seen, I would bring like no tools. I wouldn't need anything. You know what I mean? So, but at any rate, but you can't go there without bringing it. I have to bring it.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
But
I would want to go wheeling,
dude. He sent me, like we had sort of a plan for SEMA. But he sent me a plan. We got dates from people showing up, not going up, who's bringing food. The food is brought down. Yeah. The menu is it's literally cut out per day. Yeah. I did notice, though, you guys should take a look at that menu because you have 2 Italian days back to back, and you should not do that. You should probably.
But is one like spaghetti and one's lasagna?
It's like spaghetti and pizza. Spaghetti one day, pizza the next. There's actually a pizza joint not too far from there. That's $5. Remember I told you?
Is that where the guy's all rude?
Yeah, super rude. He's like, you want cheese and pepperoni? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, give him a cheese. He's like, you're going to get a cheese, dude, because that's what we make.
That's fucking awesome.
And it's like $5. Those guys are cool as hell.
But that's a slice.
No, that was a pizza.
Whoa.
I think it was $5 a pizza.
Nice.
So it was cheap as hell. They were rude as hell. And he just kept messing with me. He's like, what do you want? That's nice. Get this guy a cheese.
Yeah.
And then he throws them on the counter and everybody tells me they're done. You know what I mean? I'm like, are these mine? He's like, well, yeah, they're yours. Who else ordered a pizza? I'm like, sorry, bro. Like he's just
like
messing.
10 other people here that.
Yeah, he was just messing. Super cool dude. I forget the name of it, but at any rate, yeah. So
yeah, I remember from the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey podcast, they were saying like, if you have the money, you almost don't have to bring anything. Like even RV wise, like you could buy water, you could have like
Jared
maid service, you could buy food. There's coffee.
We didn't bring squat. We just brought cash. So
nice.
And our tents. That was it.
Yeah, I think he did say cash is king.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, that place is
don't
gigantic.
rely on like a debit or credit card or.
And it's crazy because every Jeep is just built to the hilt everywhere. There's just as much cool stuff in the whole city around it. You know, it's awesome. Like I'm glad that I have a picture in my head. I know what the place looks like going that one time.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a blast and to be able to sit down and get out of the weather and do all this other stuff, maybe even get some good interviews going on.
And just at night to be able to hang out in like somebody's camper and like, you know, just have fun with your friends. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So I am going to do a few videos. I have a few things. They're not going to be the standard interview because everybody and their mom out there is going to have that.
Yeah.
I am going to interview Ultra 4 Jones, but I want to meet that guy, and it won't be like an interview like, how's your race going to be today? You know what I mean? Like the same old squat. It's going to be different. I do plan on telling a story of what it's like to be there. You know what I mean?
Your video is going to tell the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then and maybe even parse together something from the last time to this time and what to expect. And I got a few lists I'm doing. I don't want to reveal them.
I think the one thing I noticed in 2019 on YouTube wise is the videos that did super good is like 10 things I hate about my Gladiator, 10 things I hate about my JL, 10 things I hate about doing a podcast with Mike, 10 things but like
Mike doesn't shut up, tries to.
Those videos seem to be like booming, like because it's like clickbaity. If you do like the 5 worst
10 worst pieces of crab welds at SEMA. Right.
Yeah, you could do like the 5 biggest assholes at SEMA, and then do like Jason's number 1. Like
I could do I could do like the nicest butts at SEMA.
It's all dudes.
You might not know, man.
Hopefully there's some ladies.
Skinny dudes.
Hopefully if you're doing that, there's some ladies out there.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
It's not like Burning Man by any means, but even though those two have been compared together, if you've ever followed Burner Girls on Instagram, it's clearly different. It was clearly different. So,
well, it's not potentially freezing,
dude. That's what I wondered. So I've been asking Ian. I'm like, dude, you see people running around with no clothes on. Mm-hmm. Then you see people with these gigantic fur coats and crazy. Is it hot there or is it cold there, dude? And he's like, it's both, bro. You just have to go.
Oh, so it changed. Like probably early and late, it's cold, and in the middle of the day, it could be hot.
Right. Oh, exactly. Okay. But
that makes sense.
And I'm sure that, like there's some times where they're freezing their ass off and they just like take the quick picture and go back in, So anyways.
And if you're under the influence, you might just not give a hoot.
That's true.
You might not give a hoot.
This is true. And that thing does have, it's got a few
influential areas.
Yeah. Well, it definitely has some. I heard the sex drug orgy in the desert. I've heard all kinds of crazy shit about that place. So
is that invite only or what?
I don't know, but I want to go. Not because of the sex orgy, but
no.
Seriously, have you ever seen?
You just said it immediately after that.
I know, but the lights and shit, that all the art and how pretty it looks at night, that looks cool as hell.
The smell.
Yeah, the smell. Just kidding. I couldn't imagine what that smells like. Whatever.
Anyways, so good thing you're going to KOH and not Burning Man.
I'm not even done. Right.
Oh, my bad. Go on.
So Jason's got like 20 rigs going, all these things. There's 3 race teams in there. So
nice. In his like crew where they camp?
Yeah. So 2 of them are one of them's in the UTV and 2 of them are in the Everyman race. So hopefully I can follow those guys around and sort of tell their story of how it unfolds throughout the day.
Nice.
That'll be my plan.
You probably have to like pick 1 or 2, right? Like you can't do like 10 stories on 10 people.
Well, that's why I don't want to do it. I'll just do that group. Those 2 racers.
I got you.
And because Jason and those guys are going to pit with them.
Nice.
So I'll be able to get in with pits and actually hear some background,
And with your media pass, so you have like access. Like they can't even tell you no.
Shit, I don't even know, dude.
You're above them.
But like if I can get in Tuesday night, meet them, you know what I mean? This is my plan. Get in there Tuesday night, meet them. I'm actually going to try and go early. And if I do, I'll throw in for those days too, for CJ if he's watching.
Nice.
What do you
mean if? Of course he's watching.
Yeah. He was like, "Who are you?"
Remember, we're the fastest growing podcast in Arizona.
We are.
And the world.
Right. T-O-P.
Or the top.
Was that a P? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
P. Anyway. That's yes. We. Never mind. This totally
Sweet.
just...
Anyway. I wish I could go, but whatever.
Someday.
Hey, I'll watch your video.
Do you want to go? Seriously? I know you don't care for Burning Man, but would you want to go?
Oh,
to
yeah,
this?
yeah. I would want to go, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I know I can't.
I know.
How about that?
Right.
Like,
You should
I will go, like, hopefully next year, like, everything will be more sorted out.
It's definitely better when we both go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we
Yeah,
went
absolutely.
to that expo thing. That was awesome. So
I agree with that.
you're definitely more personable first.
Yeah.
You know what I
More
mean?
skill, better looks. You know what
All
I
that
mean?
stuff.
Whatever.
Funnier.
Whatever you want to say.
Right. I can't even do my
I
job
agree.
right. If anybody hasn't noticed yet, we're 31 minutes into this and it hasn't changed cameras.
Dun, dun, dun.
I wasn't going to tell you
This is the
anything.
good view, though. That's
Right.
why.
That's right. I'll just get out for when it's you talking.
Oh, we can do this. Okay, watch. You talk.
All right. I'm talking about KOH right now. And then you.
exit.
All right.
Hey, and now I'm talking.
That was awesome. We still have a 3-camera shoot, just the old school.
We're switching view. There you go.
That was stupid as hell.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about this party. If it goes off like it
Yeah.
should. I'm expecting kind of like, remember when we did Mud Springs with Hawkeye, Arizona,
Yeah.
you know, Michelle and
Yeah.
Barry and all them. That was a good time.
Oh, the
around that
Michelle
time.
we maybe know or don't know.
I don't know.
Are we still doing that with Dana?
Oh.
The Dana we
That was
we
only
know?
once.
The Dana we don't know.
We were brand new.
Steve doesn't know her.
And we were trying to pretend that
Yeah.
she was a listener.
She was.
I know.
I mean, she listened like once or twice, and then she told us she can't stand it. Remember? She's
So
like,
here's what I learned today.
she's like, I can't fucking listen to this.
So I had here's a little side tangent, but
Ooh.
it's just the tip for everyone. So it can't just be the ladies tonight.
Jeez.
So I had a near-death experience today.
Okay.
right? So I learned from an electrician that you can test the electricity with the back of your hand, right?
Oh, and not die.
And not die.
Well,
right?
there has to be a limit, right? Like, don't do it
Oh.
to a power line.
Well, he said, yeah, exactly. He said if you got like 7,500 volts through it, don't touch it. You
Okay.
know what I mean? But we're talking like 480 and then
Whoa.
like
And you could just zap it
three-phase
real
motors.
quick.
So what he said to do is because I touched it quickly. Because I thought if
There's
you
that
did
fear of getting stuck.
it, stuck.
But I
you
think
just did it.
that's if you grab it and the electricity makes you seize your muscles.
That's
like,
exactly
yeah.
why you use the back of your hand.
Oh.
So it doesn't make you grab.
Oh.
If you touch it like this, you have the potential of grabbing it
Yeah.
and not being able to get off.
Yeah. Damn.
Let
That's
go.
that's good advice.
Yeah, it
'Cause
was pretty
worst
cool.
case it goes
So
and you still die.
So there was a moment where I had a big pool of water in a downtown. It was in like
In a pit,
in
yeah.
a pit, a concrete pit. Everything's underwater electrically, and it didn't pop the breakers, right? And my exit ladder was metal,
Yeah.
and those doors that what are those cellar door looking things? They're
Yeah.
all metal. Anyways, I didn't know what was electrified and what wasn't. So I have a multimeter, and I just jammed the negative into the ground on the multimeter, and then was touching everything to see if there's any power. And I wasn't sure if that would work or not, so I didn't test it, even
Yeah.
though I didn't
But
trust.
it showed nothing,
It
right?
showed nothing, right?
Okay.
So when the electrician, I called an emergency electrician guy out for the whole city, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
APS. I don't know what everybody else's electrician is. You know what I mean?
He's my electrician.
What I mean is our electricity is made by
I know.
APS. So I call that guy out. Super cool dude. And I asked him, can you test? Because we finally got into the breakers box. We turned everything off. And I said, would you test anything to see if it's electrocuted? And all he did is take a screwdriver, jam it into the ground, and then ground to it.
Yeah.
So I just needed to go a little bit bigger. But that thought process of testing like that would have worked.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I was totally...
It makes sense.
I thought it was cool.
Because when they do grounding rings, like all they do is put a rod like 8 feet underground.
Yeah.
And but the tip of the rod is like just below the dirt, and they weld everything to that.
Yeah, exactly. Like even on a
Mm-hmm.
swimming pool, they just run those rods down by the thing and they connect it with bonding wire.
Nice.
So it was cool. Anyways, I know it's not 4-wheel drive, but still a tip, dude.
Yeah. Well, that can have like we all use like all the welders and all of our homes. I mean,
Yeah.
like everyone uses
So
electricity.
theoretically, you should be able to like backslap whatever
Yeah.
you're touching. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, and not get stuck to it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Like a woman.
You didn't hear that from me.
Oh, you could bleep
You
it.
can't tell
You
the
could bleep
ladies
it.
tips and then tell them you're gonna backslap a woman. What the hell, bro?
God.
All right.
Who are these people?
Right. Okay.
No.
So side tangents
Dude,
done.
what if I just got canceled?
The cancel culture.
Yeah.
Well, CJ's going to be our new host.
Oh, you got to knock out like the rest of the year's episodes while you're there.
You know, Jason was already throwing your ass out. He said, the new show is going to be Mike and CJ. And I said, dude, it could be the adventures of Willie and CJ, or CJ and Willie. Because CJ's like a Jeep, Jeep and Willie. You know what I mean?
That's a good title.
I thought so.
The Adventures of CJ and Willie.
Right.
That sounds better that way. Nice.
Yeah, I thought CJ.
It could be a subcategory of our conglomeration.
Well, I used to read those Hot Rod magazines, and they used to have in the back.
Isn't it just called Hot Rod?
No, I think it was called Cartoons.
Whoa.
Right? Like Cartoons. It was a long time ago.
Huh.
It might still even be out there. Shit, I don't know. But there used to be in the back, there used to be a cartoon series called Bernie and Crass. And Crass. And they went on these stupid little adventures. It could be like that. We could have little cartoons of CJ and Willie.
I'm already out.
Well, you got to show up to stuff, bro. You can't just stay in your garage and wheel the same trails with the same groups. Yep. Come on, man.
Those are real tears.
Yep.
I know.
Show them, dude.
No. I don't
He's
want
got tattoos on
I don't
his
wanna
fingers,
give people
little teardrops.
I don't want to give people the wrong idea.
You have a mustache too, don't you? Or is that somebody else? Oh.
That's somebody else.
Okay.
I really don't have that.
Oh. All right, cool. Weight loss is what I see.
The Jeep.
Yeah, tell me.
The Jeep's going to lose weight.
So you're really going to go through
That's still my goal. I still want to lose 500 pounds in the Jeep.
Why? What's this 500-pound mark for? What's the goal?
To be lighter than you.
That's what it is, right? I asked that the other day, and I knew that was what it was.
I mean, that's part of the reason.
Are you going to drill holes in the floor? Make it all Swiss cheesy?
No, because I want it to be sealed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want water just rushing in for no reason.
Then where are you going to drill? What are you going to drill the hole saw? Why don't you just skin?
Oh, because I told you I was going to use to get a hole saw, huh? I think I was just joking. Like, I don't know. Like,
you know, to a door, there's two parts. There's the outside skin and the inside.
I could
cut all the inside out.
I could like Swiss cheese the inside panels of everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't need them.
Get rid of all that glass, dude.
Yeah,
glass is heavy.
Yeah, I wish the Liberty looked better with no doors or like half doors. But I actually we kind of mocked it up a little bit once or twice, and I don't like how it looks.
Yeah, take that shitty door that's all banged in and cut it off and see what it looks like.
I already did that.
Oh,
I posted a photo. I tagged you in it.
I remember. I was there. I liked it.
And I drove it around like that for a couple days.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yes. Right. But that really made me not want to cut up the other 3 good doors because they're like $200 to $300 a door to replace. Gotcha. So like if I can find the gold, metallic khaki gold color.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Because I know you always said it looks like champagne.
It is champagne.
No, it's metallic khaki gold.
It's fucking champagne.
Yeah.
It's champagne. All right.
Well, if you painted my black door champagne, I bet you it wouldn't match.
Okay.
Because it's metallic khaki gold.
Okay. Then I have, what do you got? Rear cargo ideas? What's this?
You know how White Chris and Dennis rolled their tire into the back seat?
Yeah.
And they just did like a little extra kick out bracket so they could mount it and it doesn't just flop around and kick you in the back of the neck.
Super easy.
I thought about doing, versus like trying to move the fuel cell and build out the inside, because whatever you build it out with is going to weigh more weight, Right. So like why am I taking stuff out to build like something out of plywood or metal or aluminum would be ideal.
You're not going to sleep in it.
No, you can't. Like with the harness bars, there's like nowhere to lay down. Like no seat reclines in that thing.
Right.
So I thought about, I'm just going to like try and see if I can roll it if the door frame is big enough to roll the tire in like the JKs are.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll like mount the tire and like I'll just pack it with tool bags and chairs. Like kind of just make it like strategically like easy to access stuff, and
I bet it is because
and then
it's
the
got
rear
full doors.
The rear would be super ideal for like an ARB fridge.
Nice,
but like bolted, secured. I could see out I still couldn't see out the back because the tire would still be.
I definitely want a fridge.
Yeah, but where are you gonna put it? That's my dilemma too. Like I'd have to set it on top of those seats right now in the back, which is always packed with tools and.
What I might do is
my Morphlate.
I would condense my 2. Hey, Morphlate.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. From Snail Trail 4x4, my off-road radio. But hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't have to tell you this way, but I need one of those round bags. Dude, bring it to KOH and I'll buy one.
Nice.
Please, because it is like putting a round peg in a square hole. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But
I actually don't have a hard time, surprisingly, with the bag. Like I'm just a good.
You're way better with hose.
I'm a good hose roller. Yeah.
I want to lay it out. Oh, shit. Speaking of which, I got to get that ARB compressor in before King of the Hammers.
Yeah. But it's in like a month.
Bro. You know what's crazy is Rod.
Yeah.
He
He was just there.
Yeah, and it's empty.
Yeah.
And to think
That photo was cool.
To think that is that his camper, that Class A that's way back in there? Oh,
probably.
Damn.
I mean, they're probably like I know he has a camper.
That camper's nice.
Oh, really?
Anyway, yeah, it's crazy that that's going to be a full blown city in a few weeks, and I'm sweating.
It's not.
Changing
It's a
spark-
town. It's a town though. It's not a city.
Changing spark plugs, and I have to change the spark plugs. Finish making a little bit of a top, and put an ARB compressor in and pack. And those guys are going to build an entire town. City.
Yeah.
That's
but they have more than one person doing it. You know, I'm sure
still.
there's probably like there has to be a ton of people.
I'm stressing balls over it. To
Oh,
be
you are?
honest, yeah, because I suck at getting stuff done. I really do, dude. Dude.
What else? What are you worried about with the Jeep? Anything? Like, but okay, you need it to run, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
so you got to misfire.
I got to find the misfire, and I want to finish the top. Everything
That's
else,
it?
I can. I'll make it work.
Nice, because it's been working.
Yeah.
So
I mean, dude, yeah, I got a place to live. I can bring a ton of money.
that's awesome.
Questions answered.
Must be nice.
Well, I don't have a ton of money.
Don't get robbed.
I absolutely.
What are you
don't.
gonna do? How are you gonna secure
Bro,
your cash so you don't
Hey,
get robbed?
A ton of money is $100.
That's
So,
it.
dude.
Oh my god! I think I might have to donate so you don't
Right.
starve out there.
Yeah, you should donate.
To Jason.
Oh,
You have
money bags? Are you kidding me?
Money bags, Jason. I don't know.
Hey, Jason, post a picture for everybody to see of your gigantic waterfall. He's got like a Niagara Falls waterfall.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it's not like a little trickling pond waterfall, like a little
Like it's-
lame landscaper.
Like, do you
It's-
have to shut it off so you can go to sleep?
Like, I don't think you could talk standing next to it because
Whoa.
it's so loud. It's like water park theatrics waterfall, bro.
Oh.
Makes you want to kayak.
Can you jump off of it?
I don't know. The pictures don't do it justice, but I think
Wow.
it's bigger than his house.
So we got to find out if the pit's deep enough to dive into, and if we can kayak off the top.
Dude, there's a shitty restaurant in Colorado that's super well known. It's like, but it's called Casa Bonita,
Oh,
and they have like,
I swear that's here too.
is it? They
It's
have
a Mexican place.
yeah, but
Okay.
they have indoor cliff divers and stuff, and they dive off into this little tiny pool, and it's like 20 feet deep, but it's only like the size of this table.
Like
You know what I
a
mean?
real person is the cliff diver, or
Yeah.
like it's like a chipmunk.
No, they're really diving. I mean, they do full blown dives. And
Like how tall is the building?
It's big. A couple stories, 2, 3, I guess. I don't know.
Like 20, 30 feet.
Yeah, it's a big dive. I don't know what it is, but they have like a diving show.
Dude, what if your arm doesn't make it? Like everything but your arm, dude, it would just go, it just separate off your body.
It just happens to be the worst Mexican food ever.
Oh, weird.
It's not very good. But the place has been around forever, and it's like iconic to go
Yeah.
visit Casa Bonita. I think that's beautiful house, right? Casa Bonita.
Casa should be house, yeah.
Bonita.
Bonita's
Beautiful-
like
beautiful house. Shit, I don't know. I don't know.
Bonita's like a girl's name.
No, I think it's beautiful house.
House. Never mind.
I don't know either.
I was just gonna.
Don't get us in trouble,
I was
bro.
gonna use the B, and the house, and
Mm,
no, I don't know.
right.
Cool.
What is sliding drawer? You want sliding drawers
Yeah.
too? Is that
No,
what
I
that's-
put a question mark.
Yeah, you have too many D's.
Is it? I was trying to sound it out. I was like slide ding,
Ding.
but it's slide ing.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Sliding. That's all right. Oh,
Slitting.
speaking of which, funny ass words. Santa Claus really was made by the Germans.
Yeah, I told you that. Because Europe's older than the U.S. It wasn't made in 1776.
Not the Christ part of it, but the part where the red part, the red Santa Claus fat guy, that was all
Yeah.
German. You're right. I was totally blown away.
Mhm.
Anyway, and
You're
Klaus.
welcome.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I love to learn stuff.
There you go.
Audio only with thumb.
You made that note last week, and it was something really important, so I rewrote it down.
Right. So we got to figure this thing out, right?
Oh,
I know exactly. Yeah.
Now I know too.
Yeah. You want to say it? You can say it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But
I'm glad you know.
it has to do with if we want to do YouTube uploads with no video.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did like 10 episodes with no videos, but we can throw them on YouTube so you can listen to them.
With a
and we'll just
thumbnail.
put a thumbnail up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Talent Tank guys do.
Oh,
They
do
usually
they?
just put the face on there, but he does he uploads a video version of it.
I have the
or-
best picture of you. If you want to do that, it's of you, the one crouching behind that rock.
Yeah,
and you're
all
like,
creepy. Yeah, what the hell?
dude, that's a good photo.
It's a very creepy ass photo.
One thing you should do when you're in SEMA, you should take photos with all the people you're with and your friends. Like, you know how that one trip I took photos with everyone? Like me, I just took a photo of myself with them.
Oh, like one-on-ones?
Well, like you and your buddy take a photo together, right?
Right.
Because it's always like a photo of like there's Jason standing there. There's Chris standing there. There's Mike standing there. You know, like
So I should be in them all.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's cooler, right? And then it's like a better memory too. Like
Way better.
because I think if you like 10 years from now, if you look at him, they're like, oh, that's Jason, you know, last name. That's Chris, last name. You know, that's how your stories go. There's always a last name. I'm just saying.
So I'm detailed.
Yeah, you are very detailed.
Right.
You're a great storyteller. I will say that.
Whatever.
But I think the photos would just like I've been trying to do it a lot more, and I like them better. I think.
Well, I used to
if,
say
if other people do, I don't know,
dude,
but-
like 10 or 15 years ago, I had to sit through like 200 pictures of just scenery, right?
no.
And I was like, that's when I realized immediately pictures don't mean shit unless there's something in it. You either have to be in it or your Jeep has to be in it or something. If it's just trees, you have no idea where that's at. I've taken pictures of beautiful waterfalls, don't mean nothing to me now. I don't even know where that waterfall's at.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So hang on, did we finish asking the question?
oh,
So if we have a podcast and we do not record a video, would you still want it on YouTube, or do you only watch the YouTube to see the video and play the podcast at the same time?
yeah.
That's
So
the
basically,
question.
I'm asking, do you want me to stop and take the time to upload all those audios to YouTube? But it'll be basically you'd have YouTube on, but you'd just be in the background listening to it.
So there's no reason to watch it, really.
Yeah, no,
but-
you wouldn't watch. You just
But
listen.
some people might only use YouTube.
A lot of people only
even
use
to
YouTube.
only listen to the podcast.
Yep, exactly. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, just to put them up there. To
Nice.
know that, so
and
that,
then you got more content.
yeah,
You just
I
got
guess.
10 free uploads. Not free, I mean, but
Yeah, I'll put those up. I'll pick a picture
Tonight?
of it or whatever.
can we tell people they'll be ready by Monday?
Yeah, yeah. Next week, speaking of which, we will have an email that you can email to us.
A new one? You're
Yeah.
not doing the same one that we already have?
We haven't put that out there, have we? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to talk about it. But anyways, I'll give you an email.
It's on the Instagram. If you look at the Instagram
Okay.
and it doesn't show you, but you can click the email option, and it's that one that you gave me.
Okay, that'll work. That's fine.
Can I say it?
Nope.
Okay.
No, because I want to change it.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's fine.
Yeah, so we'll get an email specific to this so that you guys could just
It
email
shouldn't be
that.
a problem to change it on the Instagram. I don't
Okay.
think.
Yeah,
It's
no
not
worries.
like tied into like how you log in or anything. It's just I think it's like you could just like I was able to take I had to put a phone number at first, and I did mine just to like get it filled out, but I took that out and switched it for the email, and it wasn't a problem.
Nice. Then we could do listener email
Yeah.
to fill in when we got nothing to say.
What do you think it's gonna be? Can we say that?
MMO? No, because what if somebody takes it?
Memop.
Yep.
Just memop at memop.com.
I haven't saved it yet. So
Oh.
anyway,
The
that's
best would be is if we could do like this will be the entire email, okay?
Yeah, if
It'll
we
be
do- 'cause we don't want email.
Mike and Max at mikeandmaxesoffroadpodcast.com.
Right.
So, okay. Or we can make it even longer.
Right.
Max drives a Liberty.
Right.
Mike drives a Willys at Mike and Max's
That way only we have to read
offroadpodcast.com.
like one email.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with that, actually. Huh. Maybe we
Or
won't
make
have
it something that's impossible to pronounce and spell,
right.
like slitting.
Oh yeah, I could pronounce it. We could say it right now. Let's because by the time this goes out, we'll have already saved it. Nobody's listening right now.
Oh, but you don't know if it's available. It should be.
Mike and Max's Off-Road Podcast at
.com?
Gmail. At Gmail.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Oh,
or you can
nice.
do MMOP at Gmail.
Nice.
I'd say that because it's easier,
yeah.
short and quick.
If I love the acronyms, because if you tell them to people, they'll be like, "What's that?" Like you always say KISO or
KSO.
and
yeah.
for the ever, I was like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Well, dude, Wayne
keep it simple off road.
Wayne Stockton used to always write POTUS to me, and I
Oh,
was
it's the president.
like, yeah, President of the United States. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm such a
But that's not an acronym, is it?
dumbass. POTUS is
What does it stand for?
President of the United States.
So I didn't know that.
I just said it. That's awesome. All right, cool, man.
Dumb.
I think we're done.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said dumb.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So hopefully we'll have a nice story of taking a flat fender,
going
stock
wheeling.
flat fender, or some type of wheeling. Are you going to wheel this weekend?
I hope so. Now that my locker's fixed, I'm like way more willing to go out somewhere. Because it sucks, like knowing it doesn't work right, you know? Like,
Well, let's do this. If we do that, and like you said, you wanted a secondary vehicle there,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we take your Jeep? I'll ride with you. I'll jump in with the flat fender. We'll do both, and then that way I don't have
I was trying to suggest Gabe. Like
him
only
too.
if we wanted another camera view.
I just kind of assumed Gabe would be there.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I don't know.
Gabe and Drew are like,
I hope so.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Gabe or Drew in a long time.
yeah.
Wow.
Scissoring.
That would be so painful.
I don't even know. I don't even want to think about that.
Well.
I do have some crazy shit to tell you
Off the air?
off air.
Whoa.
Crazy shit. Anyway, all right.
And that's it.
On that note, yeah, get out of the garage, folks, and get out on a trail. Get out on a trail.